Welcome to your Inner Lights Guide. And in this video, I want to explain the deeper meaning of your natural gift and how you can master it, how you can develop it by understanding your natural gift that you are born with. We are basically diving deep into this topic today. And I wish someone told me earlier, in my earlier decades of this journey, then I will be way much more wiser and smarter. But I will explain this to you so that you understand it better. Back in the time, guys, I used to think like I'm born with natural gift. So it is just going to come through me naturally and automatically. And I will be master of it one day, which I will be able to share with the entire world. But guess what? Your natural gift and talents, yes, you are born with. When it comes to spirituality, when it comes to your ability, there are so many things that naturally you are born with. Your mind, your physical body, because from the very first beginning of your journey, you learned how to walk, how to talk, how to learn new languages, how to create new relationships, how to socialize, how to win your games. There are so much more. You learn it. But how did you learn it? Even though you were born with your gifts and ability, how did you master it? Well, by repeating it, repeating the skills. The only way to master it is not knowing that you are born with skills, you are born with your artistic gift, but how often are you mastering those skills? How often are you practicing? This is my question to you. I know you may be someone that is just like me, who used to think or who is thinking, well, I am gifted, right? And eventually it is going to come through me. But guess what? All of the gifted people here on planet Earth, they practice their skills every single day because they were fully intuitive in it, emotionally connected to it. Their heart was fully open to their own skills. So that means that if you love art, if you love music, if you love writing, if you love painting, singing, if you love knowledge, if you love, building, if you love science, if you love philosophy, if you love physics, if you love, helping others spiritually, psychology, if you love helping others mentally, then that means that you have to master yourself on this journey into that particular subject or area. I remember when I couldn't even draw a papaya or a mango. It was so hard for me to bring that image on paper, even though I knew in my mind how that papaya or that mango looked like. And it was on my first decade of this journey. And then later, I developed myself in it. How do I draw a face? How do I draw a nose? How do I draw an eye? How do I draw hair? So, someone need to teach you this. Someone need to show you the way in order to draw entire face or entire, apple or mango. It is same with any other skills. If you want to know more about human psychology, you need to study it. You need to practice on that subject. If you want to learn how to do different kind of yoga pose, then you have to learn about it. You have to practice it in order to becoming master of it. And the only way you can become master of this, it is not in hurry, but in daily practices. How much are you enjoying it every single day by doing it? Are you in the moment with the thing that you are doing? But if you're in hurry, if you're always in rush, then you know your heart is not fully in it. You have to try many different kind of things in order to remember what your heart enjoys most when time stops and you are breathing in the present moment and you're loving it, loving doing it. This is your way. Now, if you want to know more about your higher self, you have to practice meditation. And meditation is not only in 10 minutes you will come to this self-realization. Meditation takes times, years after years, hours after hours of self-awareness, diving deep within yourself. And when it comes to training your body into something, either in sports, maybe football, cricket, basketball, you have to train your body to do it, and you do it, you love that sweat. It is because of you are loving the journey. You are loving to do it. You wake up every morning and you love to do it. Because you love the results, you love how it makes you feel, you love that joyful energy, that bliss that it gives to you. It is same with knowledge. In order to gain the knowledge, I know it is in your DNA, it is within you, but in order to remember, you have to come to the self-realization. It is all self. It is all one. You didn't come here to separate yourself from your own true self, and that is why there are tons of knowledge in this world. Why are you bothering to buy yourself or get yourself a book so that you can multiply your knowledge, so that you can expand your knowledge? Right? So many different kind of people having access to many different kind of things. There are people who wants to save the whales, save the fishes underwater, having clean water of the sea, having clean air. There are people who want to give food to the hunger people here on planet Earth. There are people who are so passionate in what they're doing. They love it, they enjoy it, they're doing it. Do you know how many people they're doing it without having any kind of need of money? They're just doing it for free. And it is, yes, you need to survive, you need to sustain, you have to pay your bills. But there are so many things, you come to a level where you are like, I'm having enough, right? I want to share my gift for free. Or if you want them to appreciate you more, give you more love and respect, then you put a price on it, because not so many people right now here on planet Earth appreciate free things. And then there are people who are making living out of their gifts. So the gift is something that you are born with, and the gift is knowing that you have to master yourself in it by practicing it daily. Let's say that you, as a spiritual person, let's say that you develop certain superpowers within yourself, maybe psychic abilities, maybe you can sense and see unseen, maybe you can, have outer body experience, lucid dreaming, and you can maybe go out of your body and travel around without anybody noticing you, getting more information, you see things, you experience things. So there are many different kind of hidden gifts. But how will you tap into those gifts, like remembering past lives? How will you get into those gifts without practicing many hours of self-discipline, meditation, sitting in this self-awareness in order to have an outer body experience, fasting, praying, going deep into maybe your own rituals that activates the portal within you? I wish someone told me this earlier. You are born with your gift, but you need to master it every single day. You have to make it to your daily life activity. You do it every day because you love it. Even if it's hurting you, even if it is making you sweaty. Even if you're having sleepless night, you love to write. You keep writing. You love to gain knowledge. You keep reading. Studying in that one particular subject, one particular area. For example, what is water? What is water is made out of? Why the sky is blue? Is the sun really yellow? It turns to red and orange sometime, and white middle of the day. How do you grow a plant? Why humans are suffering? Animals, do they have souls? Do they feel the pain like we do? Do they want to live like we do? Trees are giving us oxygen, so how many trees do we need around the globe? How can we clean the air? How can we clean the water? How much rest do I need in order to stay in balance? I know there are so many things that is going on when it comes to physical health, mental health, right? Feeling good all the time. Meditate, do yoga, just breathe in and out and everything will be all right. And you do it for 1 time, 2 times, you feel good, then that's okay. You go back to the normal unconscious living where you ignore everything and only think for yourself. Nothing else matters. You want to have more sex, you want to have more love, you want to have more money, you want to have more materialistic things without you even questioning about your purpose, about your natural gift that you are drawn to, and can you develop it? How do you do it? Where is your mentor? We all need a mentor along this journey. Someone that is more developed than us, someone who have more knowledge, someone who mastering that skill that we want to learn about. And how do you find a good teacher? How do you find a good mentor? Well, look at the students. Are you a good student? Then you have to be very foolish in order to be a good student if you want to learn, if you want to master yourself at anything. Because if you play smart without playing dumb, then you don't create the space to learn, to question, to develop yourself. Be aware of this. For me, right now, I am 30. If someone told me this, what I'm telling you right now at age 20, then it could be a huge shift for me. But right now, I'm still young. I'm still evolving. And now what I am understanding, I'm sharing it with you, which I'm very grateful for. And this may change your life, change your thinking. Because I meet so many people along this journey. It is all about your gift that you are born with. Yes, we all born with gifts. But the question is, are you mastering it every single day? Are you developing yourself with those skills, with those gifts every single day? Why all of these monks sit in meditation hours after hours, every single day, years after years, decades after decades, and developing themselves in order to achieve liberation, in order to achieve nirvana? We don't think nowadays because social media is taking most of our time, and people will say, well, do this, do that. But did you ever acknowledge that everybody is pointing on the same direction? Either you become a lawyer or a doctor, or maybe the prime minister. That's it. This is the, the pro ones, or maybe an engineer. But do you know, we need gifts in all over the places, in all areas here on planet Earth, not only in those main pro stuff that people honor. It is because of people don't think outside of their boxes. They don't think there is so much more that we need along this journey. People that are mastered in history, right? Because you need to go back to the root in order to find the causes. People that are well skilled in physics, energy and matter, well educated in science, well educated in philosophy, questioning things, well educated in psychology. There are so many psychological traits going on right now. But how developed are you to understand your own psychological matter? Do you need to book an appointment, or can you learn it by yourself in order to know it if you're very interested? Or you go to that education, but does this education system give it all to you? Can you learn everything from the schools, from college, from the university with a PhD degree? Maybe not. You have to find that out. As we know how the system is working for centuries right now, you have to think for yourself. There are so much more information that can be found just right in front of you, in your phone, in your computer. You can ask questions, but can you really trust all of the information that are given? But the real education, it is happening day by day through your experiences. But are you smart enough to acknowledge it, to becoming more aware of it, to learn what is what? Then you have to need the basic, learn the basic. And people like you and me, the wiser ones already put it in the knowledge, so-called in books. Find your books, learn, develop. But if this is something you are drawn to, but if you're someone who wants to learn how to build a structure, or maybe a bamboo tree hut, or maybe you want to build a boat, or maybe you want to learn about building chairs or building a building. Maybe you want to learn more about gardening. Maybe you want to learn more about, how to grow foods. Maybe you want to learn about fishes. How can you save them? There are not so plenty of them. Maybe you want to learn about animals that we don't have a lot of nowadays in this time. Maybe you want to learn about colors, water, learn about people, biology, psychology, science, physics, spirituality. There are always one thing, maybe two, maybe three, but that you are naturally drawn to. This is your gift. So you need to develop yourself in it. It's not that you wake up one day and you're like, oh my God, I am the master of this. No, you have to day by day develop it. And this is my message in this video. I really want you to think big and come to your own divine senses from now on. Thank you all for watching. This is your inner light guide. Stay blessed.